This is Sir June, your math teacher for today. Our lesson for today, class, will be all about multiplying by tens, hundreds, or thousands. So before we'll start our discussion of our lesson today, class, I will tell you first the learning outcomes of our lesson today. So the first learning outcome, class, is students should know how to multiply whole numbers by 10, 100, or 1000. The second learning outcome, class, is students should know how to multiply whole numbers by tens, hundreds, or thousands. And the third and last learning outcome, class, is students should know how to estimate products. Okay, now class, in this slide, we'll be learning here the definition of multiplication. So it says here, class, that multiplication is the operation that joins equal groups to find a total. And the other meaning of multiplication, class, is it is a repeated addition and an inverse of division. So now, class, you see here there are pictures of stars. There are 6 groups of stars. So as you see here, in each group there are 5 stars. So if we are going to make this pictures into a multiplication sentence, so you see here, so as you see here, I have now pointer pointing to the multiplication sentence. So this one is 6 simply because, class, there are 6 groups of stars. And then in each group, class, there are 5 stars. So that is why your second number here is 5. And then, class, if we are going to multiply, 6 times 5 equals 30. So now, class, we know already how to make the multiplication sentence out of the given picture, and also we know already the definition of multiplication. So the next one, class, will be learning the parts of multiplication. So as you see here, the other frame, we have here the multiplication vocabulary. So we're going to identify here, class, the parts of multiplication. So we have here the example of multiplication sentence. So 4 times 5 equals 20. So the 4 and the 5, class, are called factors. And as you see here, the sign, this is the sign for multiplication. And then the answer of multiplication, class, is called product. Okay, so factors, class, are the numbers that we multiply, and then the product is the answer of multiplication. So now here, class, we are here on the first subtopic of our lesson, which is multiplying by tens, 100, or 1000. So meaning to say, class, we'll be learning here on how are we going to multiply numbers by 10, 100, or 1000. So I'll give you techniques here, class, on how are we going to do this in easy way. Okay, so we have here numbers 43 times 10. So now, class, how are we going to multiply these numbers? This is very easy, class. So what you will do, please, class, remember that when we multiply numbers, we especially with 10, 100, 1000, we'll just multiply the non-zero digits. So you see here 43 times 10. So we will just multiply 43 and 1. So we'll ignore the 0. So 43 times 1 equals 43. As you see here, the color red with 0 with color red. So we're going to copy only that to your final answer. So your final answer now, class, is 430. Okay? So the next one, letter B, we will multiply now the numbers with 100. So 43 times 100. So what we'll do, the same process, what we'll just multiply the non-zero digits. Okay? So 43 times 1 equals 43. And the two zeros there, from the 100, you just copy that to your final product. So the answer now is 4,300. So the next one, class, the next number that will multiply uh, 43 and 1,000. So again, class, from the first and second techniques, we'll just follow. We'll just do the same with letter A and letter B. So what we'll do, we'll multiply only the numbers with non-zero digits. So 43 times 1, as you see here below, equals 43. And then the three zeros from 1,000, just copy that to your answer. So now, class, the final answer of 43 and 1,000 is 43,000. So now here, class, as you see here, we are now multiplying by tens, hundreds, and the thousands. So on letter A, we'll be multiplying 16 by 70. So the same, class, we'll just multiply the non-zero digits. Okay, so as you see here now, 16 and 70, just multiply 16 by times 7 and then times 10, but then do not include the zero. So if we're going to multiply now 16 using this method, so 16 times 7, so 6 times 7 equals 42. Carry 4, bring down 4. So again, class, when we multiply, we always start in the rightmost number, which is the ones digit. So 6 times 7, 42. So carry the 4 to the next number from to left, going to left, and then bring down the 2. So 7 times 1 equals 7. Plus 4, you need to plus class the carry number. So 7 times 4, 7 times 1 equals 7, plus 4 equals 11. So the answer now is 112. And then, class, the 0, since we did not include the 0 when we multiply that, we'll just copy 0. So the final answer is 1,120. So let's go to the next example, class, for letter B. Let's multiply now the 16 by 700. The same process, class. We'll just multiply the non-digit numbers, okay? So we'll just multiply 16 times 7, and then since we know now already for that, so we'll just put here 112, and then the two zeros from 100, just copy here. So your final answer now is 11,200. And then the last one is the letter C, multiply 16 by 7,000. Same thing we'll do, class. We'll just multiply 16 by 7 equals 112 times 1. And then that is the same only, 112. And copy the three zeros from your 1,000. So the final answer is 112,000. Okay, so in this slide now, class, we'll be learning on how are we going to estimate products. Estimate of approximates are just the same. So letter A, let us estimate the value of 702 times 19. Okay, so now here, let's round 702 to the nearest hundred. So 702, class, is approximately 700. So remember, class, in rounding numbers, we are going to, or estimating numbers, we are going to remember the round up and round down numbers. Round up numbers are 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Round down numbers are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, if the numbers are round up, you are going to plus 1. Then if the numbers round down, as is only. Okay, so now let us round 19 to the nearest 10. So as you see here, 19 is approximately 20. Since 9 is round up, so you will plus your 1 with 1. So 1 plus 1 equals 2. So the 9 becomes 0. So that is 20. So 702 times 19 equals 700 times 20. So what we'll do, class, we'll just do the process. Let's do the same what we did from the previous slide. So we'll just multiply the non-zero digits. So 7 times 2, since they are only the non-zero digits, that is equal to 14. So after that, multiplying the non-zero digits, class, we're going to copy all the zeros in both factors, from both factors. So we have here, first factor is 700. There are two zeros. And the second factor is 20, and there is one zero. So we'll copy all the three zeros to your final answer. So your final answer now, class, is 14,000. Okay, so let us continue, class. We have here on the letter B, there is a problem. I will read it. Mrs. Chavez needs 543 costumes for the students to take part in a parade. Each costume costs $35. Estimate the total cost of the costumes. So we have here 543 times $35 equals. So we'll round first the 543 to the highest place value, which is the hundreds. So 5 is the target number, the nearest is 4, so 4 is a round down. So you don't need to add 1 to your target number. So the 5 as is, it remains 5. So copy only 5 here, and then the 4 and the 3 becomes 0. So the 543 now becomes 500. And let's estimate also the $35. So 3 is the target, and then 5 is the nearest, so 5 is a round up. Therefore, we are going to add 1 to your 3. So 3 plus 1 equals 4. And the 5 turned to 0. So 35 is approximately 40. So let's multiply only the non-zero digits. So 5 and 4. So 5 times 4 equals 20. That's why you have 20 here. And then this 0 with red color came from with your two factors. From 500, there are two zeros, and the 40, there's one. So there are three zeros all in all. And you copy that, and now your final answer is $20,000. So as you see, this symbol is the dollar sign. So the total cost of the costumes is about $20,000. That's all for today, class. I hope that you learned a lot from our video tutorial. That's all. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe and healthy. God bless. Bye.